What's up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. We have made it to the 70th live stream on the channel, so that is something that's super exciting. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this journey as we create shadow boxes together. So, yeah, it's been really fun, and we're gonna create more. This is nowhere near the end? Trust and believe. So let's see. We got past Amar. So congratulations. Can't watch tonight, but I watched the replay. I have an early day tomorrow. No problem. We'll hi Amaris in the future, and thank you for your support. Kathy's on. What's up, Kathy? Everyone else in the present. Megan's on. Hello. Manette is here. Amanda's here. Yo, what's up, people? And then the big 7-0. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna be doing some more paneling or penciling for the comic. Couple things though. First off, I did not get a chance to eat before the stream, so I will be munching on this burrito that I went to pick up. I thought I would have grabbed it before the stream, like a significant amount of time before the stream, but I didn't. I just got back like 5 minutes ago. So we got to deal with that. I'll keep myself on mute to not trigger anyone's misophonia or anything like that, but I wanted to let y'all know. Second, if you go to the Shadow Boxers website, shadow-boxers.com, and you go to the shop, we have some new stickers. We have the Shadow Boxers trio, Jayvn, Kayla, and Atana, plus the logo. So if you want to get that, that is here available for purchase. And again, that's shadow-boxers.com. All right. So with that said, this is where we're at with the comics so far. I'm pretty excited about how this is going. Now, again, penciling stage is more about making sure it looks right, making sure it's reading well. So there's going to be a couple of changes. We've actually discussed some changes to even page 1, but I will show you what that currently looks like, just so you guys can see in case you're curious. And I'm probably going to bounce around a little bit. There's a couple designs that need to be done for the first few pages, mostly character stuff. And I figure it's probably better if we just move around. So I think I'll show you guys in a second the page I'm going to be working on. And so this is where we're at with page 1 so far. And again, it's probably going to change a few things, but you guys can see how I've been doing with it. You see a close up of Jayvn. I'm actually really proud of this little drawing here. So yeah, he's got his stuff going on. It's looking pretty good. And I forgot to say this. Megan brought with lovely art from Kathy. Yes, so the stickers that are here are all done by Kathy, including the logo. This is actually a Kathy page, believe it or not. So thank you so much, Kathy. Gotta give her props for that. Let's see, that's great. Start my new better paying job and have been looking for things to spend my money on. Excellent. Well, we have so much stuff in the store that you can spend your money on, and congratulations on starting a new better paying job, Manette. That's awesome. So this is where page 1 is at. And then I also have been working on this page, which I think is what we're going to be primarily doing. So this is the page where Zalam and Jayvn are texting each other, and Jayvn is he kind of crash lands on them and shocks everybody, and he gives everybody dap. That's basically the whole concept of this page here. So here we got Zalam texting Jay. So we're going to see a shot of him texting up here, and then we're going to see a shot. Let me see. This is what the whole thing's look like. So we're going to see Enzi and Cairo back here, and then Jayvn's jumping in, and he's going to be scaring Cairo and Enzi. I have to double check and see which one I want to be where. And then I did this over the weekend, or on, was it the weekend? No, it must have been like Thursday, I think. But yeah, I got him dapping up Enzi, and then Cairo, and then Zalam. You guys have probably seen this in the Discord, but this is going to be a real good shot between the two cousins right here. Matter of fact, I think I want to start with this panel for today. So let's do that. Let me go to the right frame. Panel 6. All right. It's got Jayvn Zalam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower the opacity. I'm going to pencil it in. And I'm going to mute myself for a little bit because I am hungry, like I said, and I need to eat some stuff. But before I do that, I'm going to read you guys' comments. Formerly known as the Catheli sticker sheet. Yes, that is true. It was the Catheli sticker sheet. I had a lot of people ask me about my Shadow Boxer shirt yesterday. I have plain art plein air comp. They liked Elisa mask. Oh, that's so awesome! Thank you for sharing the Shadowboxers universe with all your friends. I appreciate that greatly. What else is there to work on? Looks done to me. What were you? Which page? You talking about the first page or this current one? All right, I'm gonna mute myself so you guys don't have to hear me chewing and stuff. But I will be here and I'll be reading your comments. Kathy says, "Wait, where's the music? Oh, it's not playing for you guys? It's playing on my end. That's weird. Let me see. Okay, I just turned it up. Can you guys hear it now? I know there are a couple things missing, but shouldn't take too long. Oh, okay. Yeah, page 4 is looking pretty good. We got some background stuff to design in the phones. We actually haven't designed the phones at all. I forgot about that. This one's going to be fun because it's got Jayvn and Z like real up close. Megan says, "I barely hear it." This is louder than normal. I usually have it set to like 12 as a number and set to 19 right now. Had to turn your volume up all the way. Okay. Here, I can turn it up more. Just let me know. Just keep me posted on if it drowns me out or anything, because I don't want you guys to be having those kinds of issues. But yeah, just let me know. Oh boy, I like acrylic gouache. Do you? You must be working in it right now. By the way, what are you guys working on today? Are you guys working while I'm streaming? Usually I know you guys do. So I'm curious how that's going. So one of the things I was just doing, I'm realizing in the sketch here that Jayvn should be looking up more towards Zalam. So I'm gonna have to tilt his head back, but I'm gonna rely on the sketch a little bit just to get the layout, and then I'll rotate it back a little. Actually, I should probably draw the eyes later too. By the way, this current pose that Jayvn and Zalam are in were also inspired by Kathy. She did a sketch. Pretty sure I posted it on the Discord of Zalam and Jayvn, and I was like, "Oh, this will be perfect." I think this was even before the story was written, because originally he was just gonna dap up Zalam, and then I thought about this drawing, and I was like, you know what? Since they are family, should probably do something a little bit more significant. Like if you look at these two, it's like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? Same thing here. It's kind of one of those things. And then this, he's like going in for a full-on hug. So yeah. Man, it says, yeah, I'm trying it out tonight. I'm trying to redeem myself after my abysmal performance at the competition yesterday. Oh, you poor thing. I'm sorry. I've been trying to do a self-portrait for a bit, and it's finally going in a direction I like. Part of the struggle is that it's mostly in ink, which is a fairly new medium for me. Oh, that's dope that you're trying something new out, though. I really admire that. I understand the struggle, and that's partially why it's hard for me to jump outside of my comfort zone when it comes to drawing materials. I primarily stick to digital or just like pencil and paper. So yeah. Trying to make sure I get the physique correct, because I don't want Jayvn to have like too thick of a neck or anything along those lines. Neck or frame, body, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get back to creating for fun instead of thinking that everything needs a purpose. That's great. I think that's one trap that we could definitely fall into incredibly easily as artists, is thinking that everything has to be this magnificent, beautiful masterpiece, when in reality it doesn't have to be all that. It could just be, let's do something for fun. That's a good practice. I find that purpose comes after for me. Interesting. I think as a concept artist, you kind of have to think the opposite. You kind of have to be like, purpose comes first, because you design with an intent, right? Like you design a character with the intent of getting it to feel like it would fit for the story. And one of the things that was constantly hammered into me when I was a student was making sure I have a reason for everything that I do. So it's kind of hard now to get out and be like, well, I just did it because I felt like it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because as a designer, you should be thinking about these things. You have to think practically, you know. The smile might be a little small for Jayvn. Might be a little small. I actually really like the original sketch of this. Man says, "Oh yeah, that makes sense with character design or industrial design. Any type of design where you're working to sell to a customer, or for like a product, right? Maybe for fine art, you don't necessarily have to do that, but character design, it's technically a type of product if you really think about it, or environment. Like we have to do this cave because the story says so, or we have to do this castle because the story says so, etc." I think I'll go through my innumerable open Pinterest tabs and do some life drawing. Last week I tried to do more creative work and kept forgetting what I was doing. Hey, life drawing. I miss those days. I miss the Drawaholics drawing sessions. Those were so much fun. The good old days. But you have to think about all the inventions or medicines that were made with the intention of one thing, but found a completely different purpose in mind. That's true, but I don't think that changes the thing that was said. The original statement was more about whether or not it should have a purpose. It's not so much saying like in my mind, it's more about whether you design something with a purpose or not. Those just happen to be designed for the wrong purpose. Like, for example, did you guys know that cookies were made by accident? I learned this in the 5th grade. Apparently, the person who invented cookies was trying to prepare something for a dinner party and messed up the recipe, and brought them anyway, and everyone loved them. And so, like, that's basically like how cookies were made. Very random, very bizarre. I think we had like an invention unit when I was in the 5th grade, and we all had to like think about how things were invented and like do the research and stuff like that. I think I ended up doing rollerblades or roller skates. Yeah, I did do roller skates actually, because I remember I had a PowerPoint presentation, and on the background I had all this like word art and like the crazy backgrounds. I did like the rainbow background. It probably would have given a graphic designer a heart attack to see what I did. But I was also like 10 years old, so what are you gonna do? That's a cool unit. It was pretty cool. I get caught up thinking of stories to tell, comics, or places to submit my art, and it just makes me feel pressured and like I have to rush. I enjoy the process more and do better when I can slow down. I agree. And not think of how it will be received by others. You know, that totally has merit. I understand that for sure, because that it's scary putting your stuff out there, especially before you think it's ready. You know, like there's a lot of things that make me nervous about shadow boxers, to be honest with you guys. But I also know that I got to put it out at some point, or it's just going to be sitting in my head or on my computer. And, the thing about art is once you make it, you kind of let it out into the world and it's no longer yours. Like you kind of have to just embrace the fact that some people may not vibe with it. And that's their right. Like there are some movies and shows and books and games I absolutely adore and love, and I don't think my mind will ever change on those things. And yet some people hate them. Like some people hate preemptively Avatar: The Last Airbender. Some people hate Spider-Man. Some people hate Jack and Dexter. 1, 2, 3. Actually, my uncle, I had him watch Avatar before, and he hated it. He was like, it was super contrived, and it was this and that, and I was like, dang, Unc, all right. I gotta get this smile just right. But yeah, He was not feeling it. But then he's also like a man in his 50s watching a show that was really intended for children. So it's like you kind of, I don't know what else you expected, I guess. Because especially those first episodes, they are really childish. And they are the weakest of the batch. It's an amazing show, obviously, you guys know. But out of the whole batch of episodes, the beginning ones are probably the weakest. None of these are looking right. None of them. I think a lot of it has to do with the eyebrows and the eyes, actually. Man, I hate to have to restart this, but I might just need to for the sake of everything. Should be looser. That's a little better. It feels a little goofy, but there we go. It's feeling a bit better. Yeah. And again, this isn't the inking. This is just the penciling stage. So I can always go back and make fixes. I probably will. Dang, bro, not like I go seeking haters out, but I've never heard of anyone hating Avatar. Yeah, it was pretty bizarre. I never heard of that either. More people hate Korra than Avatar. Goodness, the pressure of the second. I think it's supposed to be loser, not looser. But yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna call my uncle a loser, but he is missing out. Is Jayvn awkward at all? Like on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't think he's the awkward. I think Atana, if anything, is the more awkward one. Jayvn's kind of the cool, calm, or not cool, calm. Sorry, he's more of the. Yeah, he's definitely not the cool, calm. He's more of the extroverted, excited guy. Atana is the more introverted one who likes to build her stuff and do things like that. There's actually not in her cipher necessarily, but in the well, to be fair, it could come up in the cipher. I haven't written it yet, but in the first episode of Shadowboxers, there's definitely some awkwardness you can see. She's like a level 7 awkwardness. Jayvn's probably like a level 3, but I'm that's one of the things I'm excited about with this world is like exploring these characters. So yeah, we'll see. No, I meant looser. Oh, that's funny because you said Jayvn's eyes need to be looser. I'm not calling your uncle a loser. You see, it's about context. It's hilarious because when I'm streaming, I don't think you guys realize I don't see your messages for a good like 30 seconds after I say them. And so sometimes you're responding to something I said 30 seconds ago, and me, I'm thinking you respond to the thing I said right now. And I'm like, wait, what? It's so it gets confusing. It's funny though. All right, let me knock out more of this burrito. Decided to do some stuff with Zalam just because this isn't a one person pose where I can, just do one person at a time. I kind of have to do them together. So that's why I'm jumping over. The other thing I realized with Jayvn's body language, I wanted to have him kind of squeezed in from the sides. Because when you're hugged like that, sometimes you kind of get a little small, like, hey, what's up? So that's kind of the feeling I'm trying to go for. Like Salam's the more outgoing of him. Well, they're both pretty outgoing, but I think in this scenario, Salam will be, I guess, the alpha of the group. So he's the one in charge as the oldest and the tallest, just like in Invader Zim. If you guys didn't know it, in Invader Zim, the tallest ones of the Urkins in the race of the Urkins are the leaders. And that's the only reason why. So they're called the tallest. And Zim will be like, my tallest? My tallest! It's absolutely amazing. Don't want to have too much muscle on him. He's meant to be pretty skinny. You guys saw the design. So he's a pretty skinny guy. And then on top of that, I got to make sure his arm is resting properly on his shoulders. So I got to bring this down quite a bit. My husband and I imagine that one of our cats calls us the tall ones. That's awesome. The tall humans. The tall humans that feed me. One thing I also think I need to do is like expression sheets for these characters. So I was drawing Zalam earlier the other day, and I was like, I don't know what he looks like when he does this. So that might have to come at a certain point. Actually, it should complete the process and do some expressions for him. I never heard back. Is the music still okay for you guys? Can you guys hear it? It could also be the song too. I think about it. Music is good. Okay, excellent. Okay, make sure I stick with that center line. So he's got the philtrum or the bow right here. Let's get a nice sharp jaw for him. Trying to make sure I get his body frame right now. Making sure that he feels accurately skinny. or adequately skinny, I guess I should say. Okay. I think his arm is also too long. So this is another reason why I'm glad that I did him on two, or him and Jayvn on 2 layers. I think it probably should be something closer to that. And then we'll just loosen up this right here. Does this feel right? Something about the neck and the shoulder right here doesn't feel quite right just yet. I'm doing this. Let's see. A little bit closer, and then I think I need to enlarge his body a little bit. Oh, my proportions are off. That's what's wrong. Okay. I don't know how I missed that. Pull Jayvn a little bit closer. Man, yeah, it's one of those things. I keep looking at this drawing and liking it more. Like I feel like the energy works so much better there. It's frustrating, guys. It's frustrating. You know what? I'm just gonna mimic it. Forget it. That's how it's gotta be. Okay. This feels about right. I should have him put his hand on his waist. Now Jayvn seems bigger. This is stressing me out. Okay. It's one of the reasons I miss figure drawing so much. Because you're real sharp on it. But I haven't done that like a real session in quite a while, unfortunately. My teachers would hate to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I failed you all. I think you can go straight from that drawing to inks. Maybe. Maybe. You know what? Let me take a break from this one. I wanted to do more with it, but I think I'm starting to get a little messed up. So that's part of the creative process, guys. It's part of the process. So let's change it up to this drawing over here. Okay. I don't know which one's supposed to be who. I don't think I ever listed that out. Let me see. Let me check that. No, in the sketches, I never did put it. So we'll just do whichever one I want. Let me finish this burrito too, because it's already cold. NZ on our left because Jayvn daps him first. Kind of right to left. I don't think it matters, just gut reaction. Hey, you know what? Your gut reaction has been pretty good so far. So I can do that. Let's look up someone tripping and falling over. I don't have an adequate reference for this. Kind of like this, but not as extreme. All these are like the old commercial, I've fallen and I can't get up. Let's see. This is kind of what I was thinking. This is the closest one I can think of for right now. So this one will be Cairo, which could be fun because he's pretty big. He's a pretty big guy. He's not usually not super intimidated. Pretty great gestures. I can see the line of action very well from the thumbnails. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. How did these look? Oh, yeah, these were super quick thumbnails. Oh. Oh, wait, where's the... There we go. So if he's falling back, I guess I could have this one up for the foreshortening. So let's get his knee raised. This one could be kind of like this. I meant from the Google image thumbnails. Yours looks nice too, though. Oh, well, I'm going to clarify that next time, Megan. Jeez. How you feeling? Pretty good. Just realized that's on the wrong layer, too. Wrong layer. It's all right. Let's just do that. We'll just transfer this. Oh, it didn't work. It's all right. You know, I'll just copy and paste. Okay. Let's get that very scared expression on his face. Maybe I could even take his hat off a little bit. Okay. So for shortening wise, don't know if it's fully fulfilling that in the legs. Let's get these legs to be a little longer. Yeah, I'm gonna get more comfortable. I think my posture's kind of getting to me. His hat popping off will be funny. Very Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Some good old Calvin and Hobbes. I think I made it too subtle though. Let's get the hat off even more. Maybe we'll have like a little spot black right here. All right, then skip this. Oh yes, Megan has the reminder. Don't forget to like. I agree with her. Please don't forget to like the video. This is the 70th stream after all. With the exception of a couple weeks, we've been going 70 weeks straight. That is more than a year doing these live streams. It's actually probably close to a year and a half. So, yeah, thank you guys for rocking with me as much as you have. I appreciate every single one of you. And we're going to keep them coming. We got so many more ideas for this series. Haven't even scratched the surface, honestly. Haven't actually. We haven't touched anything yet. We're like in the deep depths of what this is. Here, you know what? I think he would probably have his hand kind of foreshortened a bit, like whoa, 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 like trying to block it. And then I think he's a little too on the not wide side. So let's increase the width here. Cairo's kind of big boned a little bit. One like equals one self-esteem. Yes, self-esteem is a unit of measurement. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna become one. Yeah. Any of you guys know anything about YouTube analytics or trying to grow on social media in some way? Self-esteem is a very big factor in it, unironically. Okay, so then we got his sweatshirt here. Probably got his backpack on because I have it on the next frame. So his backpack is the one, if you guys remember, that's the one that's kind of cylindrical and goes down here. I don't know if we'll see all that much, but okay. And then we'll go back in. Let's get that foot shape to be a little closer to what I'm looking for. Man, I'm drawing so much faster now that I ate some food. Now I got something in my belly. We're rocking now. Come on, save faster. Faster, save faster. I should probably close out a couple programs, actually. Let's close out Discord. close that messenger. All right, hopefully that helps it too. All right, so since he's a little bit bigger, we might want to make him even wider. But I think the pose is starting to feel right. All right, so let's try out NZ real quick. So the way I envision this, I imagine that Jayvn's coming down. Let's see, the horizon is probably off the panel, like way up here somewhere. Something along those lines. Lines. That's fun. All right. So we'll have NZ looking up and kind of concern, disbelief, whatever you want to call it. When creating something like a comic, how do you push past the things you don't like doing? Like if you hate penciling but like inking, but penciling is an important step, how do you get yourself to complete pencils so you can get to the part you like? There's a lot of people that actually skip pencils, to be honest with you. I'm not one of those people. I tend to be a little too precise with my drawings, and so it makes it so that I don't really think it's a smart idea for me to not pencil. But it's anyway, the getting past the stuff you hate, that's part of the reason we're doing this comic, because there's a lot of things I don't like drawing. Like I don't like drawing props, for example. I don't really like drawing backgrounds. But this comic is going to force me to have to do that. So, you know, you can avoid things as much as you want, I guess. But, you know, like you could have a bunch of close-up shots that don't really need a background. Like a lot of these right here, these shots of, you know, Jayvn dapping up his friends, they might not need a significant background. But, or even this panel here, it could just be like a floor pattern or something, or design. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to face your fears no matter what you do and get out of your comfort zone. And, you know, I'm preaching to the choir right now. I am definitely someone who prefers to be in a comfort zone, but I also know that growth doesn't happen. So that's something that is just going to have to be worked out. Should get another pose. Hey, speaking of Calvin Hobbes, fear of fall is worse than the fall itself. Makes sense. This is literally the I fall and can't get up mascot. I wonder if I should get a 3D model. So I'm trying to figure out what pose I want here. I imagine he's probably putting stuff in his bag. Probably be on his knees here. Bane says, I would say that it really depends on the person, their goals, their skills, strength, and weaknesses, etc. I think one of the goals with artists is to turn weaknesses into strengths. That's really the only way around it. Like at some point, you're going to have to face that if you want to do certain things. Like you can't just have a comic that doesn't have any sort of background at all, unless you're doing like a Calvin and Hobbes type thing. But even then, you would find panels where it's like, a simple living room with a couch and TV or something. Um, there's a lot of examples you could bring, but yeah, you're just gonna have to do certain steps. I was about to start drawing expressive eyes on Enzi, and then I forgot that he had goggles on, so you wouldn't be able to tell. Just give Enzi like a spray paint can. Actually, maybe he should be dropping the spray can. Throwing it in the air a little bit. People get shocked, go, huh? Right. And Enzi's outfit is not that challenging, actually, so we can get away with doing something like this. I think I want to see a little bit more of his side view. Thinking about the center line here. What the heck? There we go. Okay, not too bad. All right. Let's see. But generally, if there's a stage people really hate, I first check for some skill or knowledge gap that's not being addressed and leading to frustration. I agree with that. If you can isolate the point where you're feeling frustrated, or the part that you don't want to do, oftentimes it can be because we just don't have the knowledge to accomplish that skill or that goal right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just an indicator of where you are. So you could really take some time and analyze that for yourself and figure out what is it that needs to be done in order to become a successful artist in this regard. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how I can get Cairo looking. Let's see if I can fail off them. These are the only two drawings of Cairo 2 even exist. It's kind of wild when you think about it. facing up like this. I've had students decide they love perspective because I keep telling them, you haven't done this as much as you've drawn faces. Just be patient and get your hours in. Yeah, that sounds like something that that was told to me as well. I still don't like perspective though. Thanks, Megan. For me, it probably is at least partially knowledge gap as I'm self-taught. And when I get in my head to make something, I'll either procrastinate the parts I don't like or rush through. Yeah, I'm similar. I'm definitely similar. I think it's normal though. I think it's normal to have those moments where you're like, oh my gosh. Artists are too self-aware. Yeah, it is. When the kids realize that they aren't bad, they just need to get comfortable. They push through and really feel good about themselves when they see the improvement. Haha, Jordan, that's fair. As a forever comics artist, I know I want to do everything, whereas some people in animation really can get by never doing environments, only characters, or vice versa. That is true. Yeah, I find most people in animation really are character and storyboard or something like that, or storyboards and environments. It just really depends. But I do know that storyboards is the most prevalent job. You'll see that. What is this? I don't know this song. You'll tend to see that. Okay. His arms. Sleeve. I definitely need to get a reference for this pose here. It's gonna need to be some adjustments, but it's all right. Eyebrows, and then he's going to be looking straight up at Jayvn, so that would be like that. Nose is a little on the small side. Let's widen that out. Megan, what is the anti-procrastination video? Have you sent that to me? Is that the... Wait. I want to see, actually. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, for a few people who are in the future, there's a link in the description below. We have a Discord open where we share artwork with each other, talk. We show our pets oftentimes. But let me see. Oh, you did send me this video, Megan. I thought it was going to be Shia LaBeouf going, do it! You know, that's what I was expecting. But that's a good one, too. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. You guys know that one? That's like the most motivational viral video I've ever seen. Okay. Chin here has got to be a little bit lower. Okay. Just like that. Give him the Caesar cut. Basically, just a short haircut. Actually, maybe I could put the hat up here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I think his arm's a little on the small side, so we're going to enlarge that. Actually, let me first draw his fingers. All right. Yeah, realistically, I'm definitely gonna have to redraw all these poses because I need a reference that's stronger than what I have in my head. I might even have to reference this myself, like take a picture of myself and do it. But I don't know how I would get this shot. I'd have to like lay on the floor on my bed and have like a timer set and hope that I get the right angle. Okay. Let me see what I can do with my little gray dudes. Yeah, go for it, Megan. Go for it. I mean, I guess I could have used one of those. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's just see. Why not? You guys want to see the authentic comic process? Let's just try it. 3D. Say body. Need a male figure. Oh. This actually is not that far off. Slipping on the banana peel. I think I used this one for Jayvn on the first page. Whoa, what just happened there? I'm at My Little Mannequin Dudes. Oh. Well, these guys are great too. We're having some quick communication issues today, clearly. Oh, whoa, I didn't realize I could do this. Okay, hold on a second. Male. Head to body ratio. Oh, that's cool. Make him like a chibi. And then height. Initial body shape. Oh, darn it. That's not what I wanted. This is really cool. Light, okay, camera lens. Let's see. How do I move this? Goodness gracious. How do I change the placement? So just go to Object Tool. Oh, there we go. That'll be a pain in the butt to pose, but yeah, you can do things like by proportion exaggerate the camera angle. Yeah. It's a pain in the butt for sure. But this is part of what the process is, you know? Like, we're all figuring it out. I'm very new to the Clip Studio world, as you guys already know. Go. Trying to figure out how to enlarge this thing. Can't really remember. Does anyone know how to enlarge? Ooh, Megan just sent some cool references. Let's see. Okay. It's in those options. Let's see. Here. Thank you for taking the time to do that, Megan. I appreciate it. Let's see which one. I think this one will work. I'm so excited to become like a well-oiled machine with this sort of thing. That's gonna be an amazing, amazing time. So look at this. It's definitely the legs. Well, let me adjust the legs. Maybe not that big. Something closer to this. Yeah. And then again, the arm. Hey, how's it going, Chris? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. We're chilling in here. We are chilling. Doing some, whatchamacallit, penciling pages. Oh, I like this song. It might be a little much. There we go. Yeah, so in this shot right here, as a reminder, we got Jayvn popping in, surprising his friends. This is a tricky pose, though. But I think it's getting better. I think that change in the leg size is helping significantly. So make this a little larger. Want to get the feeling of the weight really strong in arms here. That's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll have to obviously move this hat because there's a tangent there. Me too. Good to be done with the day. Hey, I feel you. Today has been chore central for me. Doing some cleaning, doing some laundry. I didn't get a chance to draw before the stream like I wanted to, unfortunately. But, that's why we have moments like this. Honestly, doing these streams helps keep me on track with this. It's very helpful. Then we got the backpack here. And then we also have these two, I guess, what do you even call this? The arms on the jacket doing its thing. Now I want to show some significant overlap, so gotta figure out how to do that. Outside of the leg, I don't know if there's too many places I can do it, except for maybe here can overlap pretty well. Yeah, there we go. It's not too bad. And then Enzi, he's going to be pretty simple. So it's like a baby bottle. Get the cap here, maybe. Chat's real quiet today. Oh my goodness. Y'all must be either tired or this is like way too chill. That's okay. Sometimes we can have chill weeks. It's totally all right. Okay. So I think this is good for now, at least until I work out some other details like the perspective and stuff like that. So I think we'll close this page. Actually, I could still work on this one. Now, I want to work on something different. So let me open up pages again. I'm going to close the windows. I'll be right back. It's because we're missing our boy Mark. Honestly, yeah, you're probably right. Mark, you not up yet? I guess not. That and trying to keep my best to keep figure drawing while watching. I'm tired and chill, and I have the Cal Peregrine live Nest cam open the other with I don't know who that is. Probably didn't even say his name right. Let's see. Let's try this one right here. I'm gonna open up this one. This is a shot of Jayvn looking at Islam's new tattoos. So you guys see in his design. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, and this design here, if you guys remember, I put some tats on his arms and hands. So Jayvn's like, ooh, because he idolizes his cousin. So he's like, ooh, that's so dope. So we're gonna do that. And let's actually create a panel. Is that this one? I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. How do I do a comic panel? Is it this one? Oh yeah, here we go. All right. And then let's have it be a black frame. For some reason, it's not wanting to measure up. Okay, 50. It's the border thickness. Doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be like that, but for now it is. That's the kind of falcon people put cameras by different birds' nests and stream it live. Oh, yeah, I'm not much of an animal expert, so thank you for explaining that to me. Chris probably over there laughing like, oh my gosh, this guy. Let's see. All right, so let's start off simple. Let's see if I can redeem myself and get Zalam looking good. Wrong pencil. Okay. So the idea is that he's just admiring. He's kind of stretching his arm out like, yeah, check this out, bro. Okay. Chilling, not laughing. Okay. I'm laughing at myself. Let's see. All right. So we got the arm here. Let's get a shoulder. I think he's probably going to be pulling his sleeve back. So let's say his arm's going to be like this. He's going to be grabbing the sleeve, pulling it up here. And we'll see all the tattoo glory of his arm. And then he's probably going to have his hand stretched out. Trying to decide if I was gonna give him a fist or not. I think he can have his hands kind of out like this. Manette says, I was trying to wash all the dye out of my hair from the state of my towel. I did not succeed. I never do. Oh man, what are you doing? Wait, all the dye out of my hair from the state of my towel. I did not succeed. Oh man. I never dyed my hair. I don't know the difficulty of that. I imagine it's significant. It's a little size isn't right just yet. Can't tell what it is. Might be the size of his head compared to his body, I think. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. He's kind of proud of it. Let me see if I can find a reference. I think I know what I can use. So you guys can see what I'm referencing. Oh, look, a thumbs up. I'm referencing this box art from The Legend of Korra. That counts as a hydration check. Specifically looking at Tarlok's face. And I just love this page so much. I love this drawing as a poster. So cool. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh man, Lily Sapphire's on. Hello. Thank you for popping in. Were you here this whole time or you just come on? Oh, that'd be a look on the full tattoo is much covered by the sleeve. Probably not. But it's not a bad idea. This panel has a great gesture, one of my favorites so far, though a lot of the drawings are still very rough. Oh, well, thank you, Megan. And I think this one's clearly a reference to the things I'm drawing this time. So I appreciate that. Lynn, my girl. Yeah, we all love Lynn. We all like Lynn Beifong. Except for the people who don't. I also liked Suyin. Suyin was cool. So he's kind of got this probably more mischievous look, as a lot of his poses tend to have. Got a little smile. And he's going to be looking directly at him. Yeah, I think looking at Jayvn is going to be good. Oh, you know who could be a good reference for this is Mugen from Samurai Champloo. He always has those very sinister smiles. Just saw one. Like something like this. I can see Zalam making a face like that. Just arrivals with my family, so came in late, but gave a like on the stream already. Thank you. I appreciate that. Brian is forever salty that Lynn lost to Sue. Oh, man. Really? I mean, it was home court advantage, right? It's home court advantage. I still love the fight at the end of season 3 between them. That was so sick. Or not between them. I'm sorry, when they were fighting against Plea. And Suyin came in with that. the move that ended Plea's whole career. Literally. That was one of the darkest moments I've ever seen in an animated show before. Especially meant for kids. I was like, did they just blow her up? It's like, what in the world? Yeah, you knew stuff was getting real when that happened. Stuff was getting really real. Okay, nose is a little on the long side, so let's shorten that. Doesn't quite feel like Zalam just yet. That's okay. Sometimes I think a lot of his look comes from his hair and not so much the unique features of his face, although that is important. Like, whenever we do a shorthand for him, he literally is just like a pineapple head. That's literally what we do, how we treat him. He's also got a pretty big forehead. That'll probably help if I bring it down a bit. Okay, there we go. Got the chain right here. His vest. Well, if you think about it, Sue didn't even need the explosion. She could just crush metal. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. To be fair, she didn't try and make her head explode, I don't think. I think she just tried to like block her, but actually I just thought about that. The fact that it actually blew her up and that it didn't just like fly off of her, that really says a lot about how much Suyin was holding on to that thing. Yeah, I'm still surprised that Nickelodeon let them like air that. Actually, technically they didn't. They had it on the website for some reason. I remember that. That was a weird time. They just stopped airing the show on Nickelodeon's on Nickelodeon TV. Okay. Try and get the eyes to be a little bit more triangular. Okay. They stopped airing the episode that the Queen was taken out. Is that the episode? I don't know. No, they stopped. I think they stopped putting on TV in season 2. I think they aired the season 2 finale online instead of on TV, and then they brought seasons 3 and 4 on online only. I think that's how that was, if I remember correctly. So I remember there being a really short gap between seasons 2 and 3, which I was happy with, but it was weird. It was like, I mean, I love the show. I want to see more, but it's like, what the heck is going on, y'all? Don't understand it. Don't understand. Oh, that was a bad decision. Okay. The arm is definitely a little on the long side. Yeah, there we go. Get the neck here. Bam, there we go. Starting to get my groove with this thing. And then in the background, there'll just be some buildings or something of the sort. It's definitely gonna need to be wrinkled up a lot. I think I made this top part of the arm a little too short. And I think it's facing the wrong direction. So let's pull that over. Like that. This way gives him a little more room for his pulling his arm over. And then let's lengthen it like this. All right, there we go. It's not looking too bad. I can go back and obviously clean it even more, but I think it's looking solid. So I'll just say that's Z, and then let's put in a Jayvn layer. Jayvn is basically just like, ooh. So we just need a side view of him. So you just gotta be looking right there. Honestly, looks like I can just trace my thumbnail. See, looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, is it already 7:50? Oh man, it's only 10 more minutes. I don't know. Oh, Nickelodeon is so weird about regular programming. They did the same thing with Avatar way back in 2008 because I watched the first 10 minutes of the Boiling Rock part 170 times because stream. Dang, really? That's crazy. INF was so bad back then. I didn't even watch the show until after it aired. I didn't really know about it. At the time, I didn't have cable for those 2 or 3 years. So I found out about the show because of the movie. Interestingly enough, the movie that we say doesn't exist. So if there's anything good that came from the movie, it was that it made me watch the show because they were airing it a ton in preparation for it. I think Jayvn's face is a little on the big side. Hey, nothing wrong with streaming longer. All right, well, that's fair. That's fair. I try and keep it to about the same length every time for consistency. But maybe I'll go an extra 10 minutes or so. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. Admittedly, I'm getting a little sleepy. Okay, so Jayvn's face is definitely a little too wide, which I had a feeling was going to be the case. So let's just take this, move it over a bit. There we go. Let's get Jayvn a slightly bigger nose here. Up a little bit. Okay. It's not quite looking like my son just yet. It's getting there though. It's getting there. What is the height difference between them? Let me see. Okay, so yeah, Jayvn's much shorter. So the top of his head is about where Islam's eyebrows are. So top of, and when I said top of his head, I did mean his hair, right? Yeah, top of his hair is about his brows. Okay, that's about the right size, but his face is still not quite feeling like it. There we go. That's true. They aired the Day of Black Sun at the same time of the NCAA football championship, and then they randomly dropped the last episodes online, and my dial-up could not handle. Are you serious? I didn't know that. I really didn't know that because Avatar was almost canceled after the Day of Black Sun. Is that wait, really? I never heard that before. I know that there was a delay in episodes, in the final episodes, but I don't know if I've never heard that was canceled before. Can anyone else confirm that? Because for me, I always thought it was just a delay in episodes since they were working like longer on it, and by that point, I think they would have greenlit all of season 3. But yeah, I'm curious. I've never heard that before. Art book being released before the final episodes. Oof. For Avatar? Wait, what do you mean? You know, we needed like 4 hydration checks because we've been talking about Avatar so much. I'm gonna have Jayvn point. I'm like, ooh. That seems like a kiddish thing to do for me. Actually, I can have this panel go a little bit lower because I said so. The entire series, I remember they dropped some kind of art book before the end of the series so people got spoiled. What? Okay, so this must be a different art book than the one I have, because the one I have, the whole Are the Animated Series, that I remember that came out in 2010 because I looked it up before the book came out. This is after the series had finished, like 2 years after. So this is interesting. Yeah, I don't know about any of this stuff. I was not on cable. What was I watching in 2007, 2008, if anything? Probably like bootleg movies, honestly. That's all I had was bootleg movies. And I had video games and like reruns. So I had like DVDs of shows like The Cosby Show or something like that I would watch. This is like 2007, and I had a lot of games like Enter the Matrix, James Bond, the Jack series, Kingdom Hearts. Like I was playing those games. So we can decide later if I need to move Salam over a little bit. Actually, wait, let's see. That might be okay. Most of it had to do with the writer's strike in 07. Ah, that makes sense. Were animation writers on strike in 07? Because I know they're part of a different guild now, at the very least. But because the writer's strike that just happened last year was live action TV and film. It wasn't animated shows. So I don't know. Was that the same back then? I don't remember. Jack hydration check, 2 in 1 stream. Oh, that's right. That's right. Good call, Megan. Good call. Okay, so let's get that over here. And then its tattoos, it's going to have this right here. I need to turn these into call outs to make my life a little easier. And then I love the convert to drawing color button. That is one of the most convenient things. All right. Okay. Not looking too bad. I like Zalam's face. His body's bothering me a little bit, but it's all right. But you know what? I think I am going to stop the stream here just because I finished the drawing. But I want to say thank you very much to everyone that came on the stream. Man, so I'm going to link an article about in the Discord Aaron has talked about a long time ago. Yeah, please share. I would love to learn more about that. So what we dealt with today, we did this and we did this panel. So not a ton of work done, but we did get some progress, and that's all that we're trying to do, right? Trying to make progress, not necessarily perfection. And Kathy's already sharing that. So again, I want to remind you guys, if you did not catch the beginning of the stream, we do have new stickers available on the Showboxers website. So all these were designed by Kathy, or Kathili as you guys know her. And so if you guys want to support the Showboxers initiative, this is your way to do so, along with everything else on the website. Everyone, I will see you next week. I don't have plans to go anywhere except for being right here. And take care. Peace.